dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll, all in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good afternoon, and God bless you. We're having a fearless and fantastic Friday here at KNLY 91.1 The Boss. I'm your host, Orlando Daniels, of Today's Entrepreneur, and I have a wonderful guest. Got to get him to wake up a little bit, but I have Mr. Sean Muller of Drastic Detailing in the building, and we are just glad to finally connect and get him on this platform because he's not your ordinary entrepreneur as it relates to detailing cars. So introduce yourself, Mr. Sean, and tell them a little bit about your biz.
What's going on, everybody? I'm the owner of Drastic Detailing. We are a 100% mobile detailing company servicing Montgomery County. We go mainly up to about the north of the Beltway, all the way up to Huntsville. We've been known to go out to Livingston. We'll go basically anywhere if the price is right. We believe in affordability and just providing the best quality detailing at your house, at your office, wherever, at the gym, grocery store. We just make it happen.
Sean, how did you get over into, deciding that, hey, I'm going to start my own business, especially detailing cars in this Houston heat?
It's a long story, but I'll break it down. Basically, I worked a job for 5 years, man, and I was making great money straight out of high school, but I realized I wasn't reaching what I wanted to reach, my potential, where I wanted to be. So I started just grinding on the side, doing little things. It all started with hydrographic water transfer printing, and I lost a lot of money doing that, so I needed to make some money back. So I started washing my friends' cars in the driveway and just kind of fell into a passion, and never would have thought 5 years ago I'd be washing cars, but here I am. Houston Heat's definitely fun, but we make it happen, man, and we're getting better and better every day. Every day I'm learning, and it's just really just love it.
There was a post, because we're not only Facebook friends, but we actually are in relationship with BizConnect, and there was a post where you talked about walking away from your job, and you had all this money. What really was the motivation outside of saying, okay, I'm not reaching or making what I desire, but now I'm going to create a business by which I'm able to now at some point employ others, and you're busy. Because I know you from Facebook, I know you're busy. Was that the overall goal, or was it, hey, I fell into this, it became a passion, but now I want to provide a service that no one else is able to provide?
Yeah, so I would say about 2.5 years into my job, I was just getting burnt out, and I really just wanted to do something different. And I started looking up other entrepreneurs, and I just seen the lifestyle, and you could say it was the cars, the mansions, but mainly it was the financial freedom and the giving back to others. Like you said, eventually hiring other people. That's my main goal, is to find other people that have a passion of cleaning cars, have a passion for maybe cars themselves. They don't realize that they want to clean them, but believe it or not, that's the closest you're going to get to a car, is cleaning it. And I get to put my hands on cars that I can't even afford yet, and I want to be able to help other people reach that goal. And entrepreneurship, I would have never thought that it would be what I wanted to do in life. I always wanted to be an architect, honestly, when I was growing up, or a marine biologist, and now I really fell into a passion that I didn't even know I had. And it's really a blessing. You've
moved so far away from marine biologists.
Yeah.
I mean, you really went way out there. But
I always had a passion for cars, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Fast and Furious movies.
There was a car, and when you said, putting your hands on cars that you can't afford, there was a car that you cleaned a few days ago that I could not, I wasn't familiar with. I've never even heard of it, I don't think. What was the name of that vehicle?
That's the new Toyota Supra, man. Everybody loves that car.
Look at that.
Yeah, that one I think has the world record holder. I think he just got beat. I'm not sure honestly what's going on, but that car was a piece of art. And like I said, I had never even seen one in person until this guy, actually at Stance Auto Works, asked me to detail it. limited edition and everything.
Wow. I'm not going to even ask what the price tag is. I'm just not going to even ask.
That's something we don't do, honestly, with Drastic Detailing, is we don't dig into our customers' financials. We don't ask how much the car is, because that's private information. We just always let our mind wander. Yeah.
I mean, what could this cost? When I saw you post it, I was like, wow, Sean really getting it in.
I know at one point he told me he played just an up mark of like 20,000 because it's the launch edition.
Wow. I when I consider, washing cars, I don't know if you saw the segment. I had Lee Hazelwood on here, awesome. and we talked about, some people start businesses, and especially when we talk about car washing, Dawn, dish liquid, water, rag, car clean.
I ain't gonna lie. When I started 2 years ago, I didn't know much, and I just studied every day. Everybody thinks the business, it's just the money aspect, but every day when I get done, I might detail for 10 hours a day, and I still go home and try to learn something. If I didn't learn a lot during that day, there's times where we've made errors and we fixed it. And it's just, that's one thing I love about detailing and entrepreneurship, is every day you're leveling up. Every day you're learning something. And with my business, like that Supra, 3 months ago, I would have never thought I would have been putting my hands on that car. But I did an amazing job. The client was happy. Actually just reached back out to me. So it's crazy to think that, a lot of people don't understand what really goes into detailing. They just think it's a car wash. But I've blown some customers' minds, some clients' mind when I show them our setup and the process, and they're like, wow, I've just been going at it like this. And I'm like, well, this is how you should do it.
Being, personally knowing you, but seeing how you conduct yourself as a young entrepreneur, when we consider millennials, and sometimes the millennials get a bad rap, you have really set the standard and the bar when it comes to stepping out and creating your own path, but being an inspiration and being able to inspire others. And so I want to applaud you for just your drive and what really motivates you. And what I know about you is that what motivates you is helping others. It is not just the financial gain. You are really about empowering and equipping and encouraging. So that's what I know about you, and you're definitely being effective. When you set out to start a day, what is a typical day like for Drastic?
It's hectic. It's crazy. You never know what's going to happen. It could rain, van could break down, equipment could fail. We always try to stay on schedule as good as we could, but communication is key. We always try to let our customer know what's going on. Right now I'm a one-man army, so I'm not perfect, but I always offer a discount if we do slip up. And it's just really just getting up in the morning. You never know what's going to happen, man. You just got to be ready for whatever.
Now, when someone desires to utilize your services, how much of a notice do you need?
I would say a month and a half ago, I could get you in the same day. Right now, we're booked out about 12 days in advance. So,
wow.
I always ask for at least 4 to 5 day notice.
4 to 5 day notice.
But if you can give me 2 to 3 days, and I might be able to fit you in. Just always shout out.
Did you, when you started and walking away from your job, when we consider entrepreneurs and people who've been employed for, by someone else, did you consider you would have this kind of response?
Yeah.
You did?
I know that might sound arrogant, but I studied personal branding while I worked my job. I didn't just jump out of my job. I built a company. I bought my van 2 years ago, and people looked at me crazy because I didn't even have like 5 clients, and I bought an expensive van. And I said, well, I know where this company is going to go because I'm going to put 120% into it. So recently, when I quit my job, financially, I wasn't where I wanted to be. I just started renting a new house. I didn't have a bunch of money, and that's one of the reasons I quit my job. So I knew I had to go in full-fledged, and I guess that kind of lit a fire and ignited me. So,
I love when people come on Today's Entrepreneur, and we get to hear the story. We get to hear what motivates them, what has inspired them, or what became the catalyst that pushed them in this direction. What's next? Because I know that you're a strategic planner. I know that you do your due diligence to do your part. So what would be next for Sean Muller and Drastic?
We're looking to hire, man. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it, but everybody I train, they last about 4 days.
It's the heat.
And yeah, and they give up. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna find that person that has the true drive and wants to do what I want to do every day. And we're hoping to get a shop. My goal was October this year. Unfortunately, I probably won't reach that goal, but that's not going to stop me. So we're going to get a shop, and we're going to continue to do mobile. I'm hoping that we can keep the prices where they're at because we're really affordable, and we offer top quality work. It's just finding that person that's able to do what I do with the respect that I have, and that's where we're going. But I hope to expand more into ceramic coatings. I'm working with Lee Hazelwood and getting IGL certified, and it's just up in the ante and going hard.
You know, Lee Hazelwood is authentic.
Yes.
He's definitely genuine, and he's not selfish in that.
No,
you know,
it's
the two of you
amazing.
coming together is a great idea, because both of you are definitely unselfish people. You are, class acts. You know, I know both of you personally. So here's my question: when we're not just talking about when you start the other business. Here's what I want to be able to do, because I know we got listeners and we have people that are watching through social media outlets. Let's give some information out other than what's being up on the screen, so that we may be able to find somebody who can come alongside and be a part of what you want to do. And how can they get in contact with you?
So you can just reach me on social media, either my personal page at Sean Muller at Drastic Detailing, or Instagram, or my phone number. It's all over the place. I have personal friends that ask me for my phone number sometimes, and I'm like, man, that phone number's everywhere. But if you want to reach out, I'm really just looking for somebody that, even if they offered to work for free for 2 weeks, I know that sounds crazy in today's age, but that would show me dedication. And I'm not scared to dish out some money for a good hand. So I really am looking for somebody that is passion-driven by cars, because I feel that's a major key aspect and longevity of the business. You're going to be touching cars within the next 2 to 5 years that I'll be touching, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever. So if you want to be touching those cars and have the responsibility that I have, I'm definitely looking for that. The pay will be great. I can imagine, because the money I make, the money the company's going to make is going to go right back into the employees and investments. So.
Is there a certain age limit that you're looking to hire?
No.
Okay.
I just ask that you do have a driver's license, because sometimes we do have to drive the customer's vehicles. I'll put insurance on you just in case you mess up, so that's on me.
Wow, Sean, you have not only currently living a bright future, but you have one far beyond you probably ever imagined. But because I know you've imagined the success prior to stepping out, and so I applaud you once again. What is, because I know there's some car wash places that gives, what is the rain check? If someone got a car wash by Drastic, do you offer that service as well?
We don't offer a rain check, but I mean, like I always say, a good detail shines through the rain. If you really are upset about the rain, I will come out there and wash it for you. That's no issue.
Say that phrase again, because
a good detail shines through the rain.
That is it.
And that's something too, is we're not washing cars, we're detailing them. And at our prices, you would probably think that we're just slapping some soap on there, but I'm getting in there, and that's why my clientele base is the way it is. And we're 5 stars on Facebook for a reason. If I mess up and I miss something, I always ask that my client reaches out to me instead of nagging on social media, because that's a strong platform. So I will go out there for free. I'll even wash a free detail. I mean, whatever it is, to make it right.
Just to hear that quote, a good detail shines through the rain. I asked Lee when he was here, and so I definitely want to ask you, because what's the difference between someone that just, hey, I want to get my car clean and get my car washed, versus saying, hey, I want a detail?
I'm going to go with chemicals, process, systems, and quality work. I mean, the equipment we use, it's basically what a car wash does is knocks the dirt off. They're not getting in the nooks and the crannies. They're not getting the wheel barrel instead of just the face of the rim. You can drive your car through a machine wash and get swirls all day, and you're going to be calling me or Lee in 2 years when you need your paint corrected. And it's going to cost you 10 times the amount if you were just to have your vehicle maintained by a professional hand washing company.
How often do you recommend or suggest, especially when you make mention of the paint job and having to see you or Lee Hazelwood years later, how often should someone invest in getting their car cleaned? And not just invest in getting their car clean, but it can sustain the paint job, especially if it's a new vehicle.
Exactly. So people always refer to wax as helping maintain the longevity of the vehicle. Well, in the company I'm in, Ceramic Pro, they say wax is dead. We offer waxing, but there's top of the line technology out there, nano ceramics. There's way more things. So what I recommend is you at least wash your vehicle once a month, whether it's just a car wash, drive through, or whether it's through a professional company. And just keeping the price of vehicles now start at 20, 30 grand. That's not cheap. So you're telling me you'll spend $60,000 on your brand new vehicle, but won't spend $50 a month to get it washed? I still don't understand it. But the thing is detailing isn't like all the other automotive industries for some reason. You pay $135 an hour for a technician. You pay $135 an hour for body work, but people think that they should be able to pay $8 to get their car washed. Honestly, it's not really fair, and I'm trying to help break that median in the industry and offer an affordability and quality work. And what I would recommend is getting it washed and waxed once every 3 months with the wax. At least wash it once a month. Keep the inside clean. If you keep your vehicle maintained, you're going to get top dollar for it. But if you just run it ragged and then think that you can call us before you're about to trade it in for our drastic detail at $300, and we're not going to get the results that you want because you neglected it for 5 years.
Is there a such thing as cleaning or washing a car too much?
There is. If you, we have clients that get their car washed once a week, but we do it professionally. Now, if you're out there with Dawn dish soap and a dirty wash mitt and you wash it once a week, you're hurting your car. You're literally putting swirls in the paint and you're degrading the paint.
Listen, you are tuned in to today's Entrepreneur. I am Orlando Daniels. My guest today was Mr. Sean Muller with a lot of wisdom in relations to car detailing. Listen, drastic detailing is the go-to. I encourage you to not only stay connected with me, KNLY 91.1 The Boss, but on all the platforms, this information that you're needing. And like he said, his phone number is everywhere. You all get in contact with Mr. Sean Muller. Let him go home, get some sleep, get some rest, and he'll be ready to take care of you. You all have a great Friday and great weekend. Be blessed.